Growth isn't linear. I know many of us have lofty goals and aspirations that we have set for ourselves in life, and when we don't match up and we don't reach those goals right away, it's very demotivating. It's very difficult to maintain the desire to keep moving forward when we're not reaching the goals that we previously have set for ourselves. And that's really difficult. It's tough because trying to conceptualize the fact that growth is not linear and that some days are going to be easier than others, or growth is going to start out exponentially and then it's going to kind of taper off, and then it's going to get a little bit worse, and it'll get a little better. And it's a wave. Okay, growth is more of a wave than it is a straight line. Some days are going to be great, and other days are going to be terrible. You're not going to feel like you're gaining anything. You're not going to feel like you're getting stronger, or that you're getting better, or that you're learning new things again. It's it's hard to keep moving forward when we feel like that. But there's something that's very respectable when you just get through it and you just keep moving forward. Because we also know that there will come a time where in the near future we can look back and we can see just how effective our growth actually has been. Because if you look at yourself in the mirror every single day, you're not going to notice a change right away. But if you look at a picture of you from 3 months ago and you've been putting in that work day in and day out, yeah, you're going to see that difference. It's all about perspective. If we are only looking at the short term, it's very hard to see the small growth that'll happen over time. Sometimes growth happens quickly, and sometimes it happens slowly. And it's not a linear process. It's really not. You know, many of you know that when you first start in the gym, you gain strength very quickly, and then it starts to taper off. That's like that with a lot of things. That's with, picking up an instrument, let's say. Learn a lot of information right at the start, and then it starts to get a little bit more nuanced, more complex, and your major goals that you're aiming to hit aren't necessarily as frequent as you would like. It's tough. It's tough to keep moving forward when we don't see the results. We know that fruit comes with time, right? You don't plant a seed and the next day it's a full-grown tree. It's not how it works. Take this channel for instance. Okay, I've been making videos for about 2 weeks now, I want to say, and I've been really enjoying myself. I've been having a good time. Been able to sit down and be able to talk about just stuff that I'm feeling day in and day out. I'm able to kind of batch some of these videos together when I have free time, primarily on the weekends when I'm not in school. But every single day, I see that growth is not linear. There's some days that are much better. There's some days where there's more people watching, and there's some days where there's not. And that's life. That's the way that the world works. And it far beyond exceeds anything like making YouTube videos or going to the gym or anything like that. Intelligence is not a linear process either. It's really not. Setbacks happen. You'll think that you're good. You might be getting stronger, and then you suddenly hurt yourself. And you have to take a couple days off the gym. You have to take a couple weeks, and you're right back to where you think is square one. But everything can be kind of seen as a learning situation, as a moment to kind of build up our wisdom, our knowledge, and really just kind of go from there. Setbacks happen, you know. There's days where we think that we're great, and we think that we're gonna kill an exam. We're gonna do great on it, and we don't get the grade that we were expecting, or we don't hit the numbers that we want in the gym, and we get down on ourselves and we become unmotivated. you know, it can't be said more than just growth is not linear. You're gonna have days where you feel great, you're gonna have days where you don't. But the wisdom and the drive to learn something from those instances and keep moving forward is great. It's a very powerful tool and it's a very powerful skill to be able to look back and see these things, you know? It really, truthfully is. It's gonna suck sometimes. It's really gonna suck. I've been kind of going through it recently and it's not fun. It's a part of life. Shit happens. And, you know, you look back and you'll see just how far you've actually come. But you can't look back in them. You can't look in the mirror every single day and expect there to be a change, because growth happens over a much longer period of time than any of us would like. You know, that's really what it comes down to. It's tough. It's not what any of us want to hear, but it's. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen this before. Oh, the music just stops. That's freaky. Can I silk touch this? Yes, I can. Oh, bingo. Now we're talking, baby. Anyway. Growth is not linear. It's not what we want to hear. We don't want to hear that. We want to be able to wake up and see an immediate change in many things in our lives, but that's not how it works. It's not. I need to take my own advice on this because I feel like things will just pop up immediately when that's not how it works. There's no world where that is the case. It's hard to think. It's hard to think that that's a reality when we're so blinded by the fact that we're unmotivated, yet we have so many goals and aspirations and dreams that we want to carry out and do. There's so many things that we want to do, but when they don't yield fruit right away, it's difficult to keep going. Okay, growth is not. It's not something that'll happen right away. And if we think that it is, well, we're setting ourselves up for failure. We are just gonna end up hurting ourselves, and it's a sad reality to kind of think about and come to terms with. But the sooner that we come to terms with the fact that growth isn't linear, we're gonna be happier people. We're gonna be able to see that our best friend is time. Time is our best friend when we are growing in every facet of our life. Because through time comes wisdom and experience. And these experiences are what crafts us not only into people that we want to be, but they allow us to grow in every single thing that we do. And that's very relieving comfort for me. It's very comforting. But wow, that's beautiful. So green. You know, this is the world we live in. Whether we like it or not, it's the way life goes. So just gotta keep on moving, keep on improving, because it's the name of the game. You don't want to stay the same you. So this might be a shorter one than usual. That's all I got for you guys. See you in the next one. Deuces.